Joe Bonsall of the Oak Ridge Boys, good to see you.
Good to see you, Ben.
It is always a pleasure interviewing you and working with you.
Thank you, sir.
You've always got a smile on your face. You know, you guys are not only great vocalists, but attitude. I think that's the key to the Oak Ridge Boys. Am I right?
Well, the Oak Ridge Boys is a lot of fun. You know, we're a positive unit. I think our attitude is always a positive one. We don't have a whole lot of room for a whole lot of negative things. Negative things seem to come in and destroy from inside. So I think whenever there's been a negative influence around, we tend to cut it off very quickly. The Oak Ridge Boys, therefore, we make very few changes in our organization. You can see us all year after year. We come back here and play Oklahoma City. We've got the same band, same guys. If you look around at the production crew, it's all the same guys. And we're just a big old positive team, and you've got to do that. I mean, this is an enjoyable thing to do for a living. I mean, to sing first of all, as you know, is a lot of fun. It's a great way to make a living and to get through life, and then to be able to do it and have any kind of success at it. I mean, how fortunate.
7th game of the World Series. That must have been a real highlight, singing the national anthem.
I was so excited. All of us were. I mean, we've performed the national anthem at other functions, you know, an isolated ball game here and there, a college game. The All-Star game in 1982 was quite exciting too, but nothing matched the enthusiasm and the excitement of being in Royal Stadium Sunday night for a Game 7. I mean, as a baseball fan, first of all, I was just excited to even have a ticket to Game 7. And, but to go down there and sing the national anthem, you know, have a bunch of the Cardinals come by and say hey, and a bunch of the Royals, you know, and it was almost like winning a contest, you know, like one of those game shows. Yes, you and your wife will be flown by so-and-so Airlines into Kansas City, where a limousine will pick you up and give you 2 tickets to Game 7. Oh, and as a side note, you'll get to sing the national anthem before 75 million people. It was like a game show thing to me, and we went out there and it came out for real good. I mean, it's a crapshoot whenever you do that. You want it to be so good because it's so important and so many people are watching. And it felt real good. And I was glad when we were finished singing the anthem so I could get up to my seat then and just watch the ball game, because the butterflies were incredible down there. But it worked out. I watched all 7 games on television. I paid close attention to those singing the national anthem to see how it was going, and we knew that we would sing at Game 7 if there was a Game 7. And the funny thing was, Saturday night we're all in Nashville watching TV, and you know, the Royals didn't win till the bottom of the 9th inning, so we didn't know until then if we were going or not. Cardinals had a 1-0 lead in the 8th, and we were joking around, calling one another. Our road manager Raymond called me and said, well, looks like we'll be sleeping in tomorrow, a rare weekend off we had anyway. And then boom, hard-hitting Dane Orge comes up, and it's a single, drives into 2 runs, and boom, hey, we're going to Kansas City. So it was a lot of fun.
Joe, we've talked about this earlier. I feel like, you know, I'm partial. Oak Ridge Boys is my favorite group. I feel like you guys have been slighted in the Country Music Awards as well as in the Academy of Country Music Awards. What's your reaction to this?
Well, we have never, for one reason or another, won a whole lot of awards. I don't really know the reason. If politicking is it at all, I know we don't do that. We're somewhat of an island unto ourselves. We work real hard and we make our music, and we get out there, and we've had such great success as far as record sales and people finding us interesting enough to continue to spend the hard-earned money to come out and fill the auditoriums around the country and listen to us sing. That's a great measure of success to me. I sit home, and if I start to get a little disappointed that maybe they didn't give us this award or that award, I look up there and I see 12 gold albums on the wall, and I go, but wow, I mean, that's a neat award. That tells me that people came to a record store and took out their hard-earned money, and the dollar is thin, and spent it to take an Oak Ridge Boy album home. So that's what means the most to me, is when I think about people, you know, like my mom and dad say, or you know, folks out there that work hard for a living, and there's only so many things they have to spend their money on. And when they buy a ticket or buy an album of the Oak Ridge Boys, that's an award to me.
Johnny Carson really seems to enjoy the Oak Ridge Boys. You've been on The Tonight Show several times. How do you feel these appearances have helped your career?
Johnny Carson's been real good to the Oak Ridge Boys. I'll tell you, something that helped our group in the mid-'70s, before we got into the '80s, like '78, '79, and '80, one of the things that built the vehicle to carry Elvira and was the fact that a lot of people knew who we were because of talk shows. I mean, we did like 27 Mike Douglas shows back then, like about 20-some Merv Griffins and Dinah Shores back in those days. I mean, like, the housewives at home knew who the Oak Ridge Boys were. I mean, for a while, the rest of the business was calling us Dinah's darlings, you know. But we'd fly out there and tape a few of those shows every time we had a new record out, and we felt like it helped. I know it did. And when we finally got a shot on The Tonight Show in 1978, we knew this was our time. If you do good on there, you've done well. And if Johnny likes you, you're really in. Well, Johnny liked us. He thought we sang just great. And we never went over there and bothered him with a whole lot of talking and philosophizing, because we found out Johnny really don't like talking to music groups. So we said, well, we'll take the pressure off him. We'll go on and sing, wave at him, say something from over there, and get off. Let's not even go sit down. And I think that proved to be a nice thing for us to have done. We've done about 24 Tonight shows. I think we're going to be on in a couple of weeks right before we do a Vegas stint. And it has helped us. We've premiered most of our brand new singles we've ever had out on The Tonight Show. And it hasn't hurt.
Final question. What does the future hold for the Oak Ridge Boys? What are your plans for the future?
Well, basically our plans are to keep on rocking, you know, to keep on doing it. I've always felt, again, as long as we stay healthy and as long as we're blessed with health, I know that the desire still burns really strong inside the Oak Ridge Boys to keep on singing, to keep doing our best to make good records. I see us touring real hard and heavy again next year. I know every year, the end of the year comes, we always say we're going to slow down a little bit next year, and when the end of the year comes, you look back over the schedule and see we keep doing more than we did the year before. So the Oak Ridge Boys Seasons Tour, we'll play Norman, I think, again next year. And so we just keep on working hard. Just keep singing, stay together, hopefully stay healthy, and keep on singing our music. You guys have been good to us for years here too, Ben. I appreciate it. On behalf of all the Oak Ridge Boys, thank you. And good luck to you too and your brother.